Hello ladies and gentlemen, Yessik here again today to bring you a sneak peek of Akaneiro Demon Hunter. This is actually an interesting episode of Awesome Indie, and I am going to make it Awesome Indie. It is a free-to-play online game which is actually browser-based, and it's a browser-based action RPG. Now there is a pay-to-play model for this, but you see these karma shards I'm picking up right now, you can see them going into the top corner. Those are actually the only thing you can currently buy with real money. So you can get anything you can in the regular game with either hard work or by buying it. Now the incentive to actually purchase these is that the karma shards are actually required to unlock further areas in the game. So you need to kind of save up. I'm in the first area and you need 3,000 to unlock the next area. Now, other than that, for a browser-based action RPG, this is surprisingly good, and the style is, in the words of the producers, Little Red Riding Hood meets feudal Japan. So basically, it is your job to hunt demons. There are demons who have taken over certain areas, who have killed certain gods, desecrated temples, and it's your job to purify the temples and to fight the demons who have arrived. Now, right now this is on Kickstarter and in open beta. And the Kickstarter is running so that they can try to implement a multiplayer, a local multiplayer. Right now this person is just an AI who is following me. But that works by just clicking a little icon here and summoning them in. And that's how the multiplayer would also work. So you'd be able to invite your friends using the Friends tab. As you can tell, I have some abilities in this corner. One is just mapped to the right mouse button, so I can aim here and shoot. And there are 3 different types of skill trees you can go for. One is force. Here, let me actually go bring them up instead. Power defense skill, that's not right. Okay. That's my inventory. Well, I don't seem to be able to bring them up right now, but I will when we get back to town here. Anyways, the art style is excellent. I find the gameplay very, very basic for an action RPG, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially considering the game is free to play. But I do really enjoy the art style. I love this whole feudal Japan thing they have going on. And I like the whole yokai and the wolves. And as you can see, the art on these wolves is really good, actually. And this is actually currently just in open beta for a couple days. And for an open beta game, it is surprisingly good. Now, I'm probably going to die here, which I can show you another mechanic when I die. Or, apparently I'm not going to die, so, you know, that's just as good. So right now I have one objective. It's to kill the Amano captains, which are these little goblins you see me killing at the moment. And they're pretty easy. One complaint I do have about this game is that when it comes to boss fights or fighting massive mobs, you often find yourself just running away and kiting them around until your special ability recharges or your mana recharges so you can use your special ability again. But like I said, again, minor complaint. A, this is in beta, I can't really complain, and B, it's free to play. Like I said, very amazing. It will be coming out soon, apparently in 3 days, 3 hours, and 31 minutes to launch. Anyways, yeah, just a fun little game, and you can play it for free. You can just check it out on your browser. Registration process is rather simple, and tons of fun. Now, the mapping is very simple. As you can tell, you can carry 3 skills at once, and you can actually cycle through sets of skills using the tab, 3 different sets. So right now I have this ability which allows me to increase the effectiveness of my other cunning-based abilities. So I'll use that. It doesn't have an animation right now, but then my arrow does a lot more damage. So you can have 3 abilities mapped to 3 separate tabs. And you can cycle through them just by hitting tab. So the controls are very intuitive, very good. There is a bit of server lag, and because of this, the game is heavily instanced. So right now I'm in an instant, which is this current mission. And I'm not a huge fan of instance combat, but I understand why it happens. It's mostly to fight server lag and make sure that everyone is playing the game and everyone is in the same place, basically. It's hard to maintain steady servers along a huge open world. There we go, just gonna snipe this guy down. Anyways, I have killed 2 of the 3 captains, and so that means this mission is actually very close to over. So I'm going to be able to show you the whole mission here. And one thing I really like about this game is actually the boss fights. I found that quite a few of the boss fights really live up to action RPG standards and are quite epic, quite large, and fairly intense. So, have I killed all 3 of them now? Yes, I have. So now I just have to gain access to the yokai camp. Yokai, of course, being Japanese for demon. I think, anyways. My Japanese is a tiny bit rusty, and by that I mean I don't actually know Japanese. Just a word here and there. Killing a couple demon wolf runs. This does have a story, and I'm not going to spoil any of the story, but it's basically dependent on the area and kind of in a large arc. Killing some more imps. My other complaint is I really don't like this little surrounding aura they have. An aura, a transparent aura would be better, but this obscures some of the action and just makes it a bit less enjoyable for me. Apparently the amount of enemies actually scales with the number of people you have, so right now I'm playing with this second person and there are a lot more enemies than there usually are in this type of mission. I also have a little chat here in the corner. I'm not sure what, where this chat box was in the game, so I thought I'd try it. So apparently they've just implemented this chat. I thought that was kind of hilarious. Somebody was just like, "Hey, sup?" I'm like, no, who are you? What is up? I just don't know. So, is this the yokai camp? Or is this just some random cave? Some random cave. You can also loot. Of course, this is a very loot-driven game. If I go into my inventory, you'll see I have tons of items. A lot of which I can't actually equip because I'm too low level. But if I were to go into the back here, there will probably be a few treasure chests which I can open and get some more rare and magical loot. And of course, like in other action RPGs, all the loot is color coded, so as you can see I got 1 green item there, and that is rarer and better than white items, have special magical properties. So let's just go into here and see what I got. A lot of nothing, so small boost to total energy, critical chance, chance of stealing health. Another thing that could use improvement, but I do like this game. The other thing that could use improvement is the tooltips. I would prefer a percentage of boost or a percentage chance or a number. I don't like it when they just say small and leave it at that. But like I said, minor complaint, free game, lots of fun for that. If the Kickstarter is successful, there will be local multiplayer, or not local, online multiplayer, so you can just kind of log on with a friend who doesn't have much money or who doesn't have any games that you like and kind of hang out and play the game with him. Be a lot of fun. Anyways, the reason I'm doing this, or the reason I know about it, is because the company actually got a hold of me and were like, "Hey, check it out, we're in open beta." And I have heard about this from a couple people who I respect quite a bit and who seem to have good things to say about it. And I'm talking specifically about forced strategy gaming here. So I just died, which is actually good because I want to show you this. As you can see, I can spend karma to revive my character with smite nearby enemies and no penalty to earnings. And that's only 27 crystals. That increases every time I do it, so I can't help but notice that my partner is dead, so I'm back to being stuck with this kiting strategy. Because the AI isn't so good, they just ran directly into combat. Fortunately, it did give me a chance to take out most of the small enemies, because these are what really whittle down your health. That and the massive AoE attacks like you just saw anyways. The other thing about karma is that whenever you pick it up, it actually recovers a small amount of your health. Got stuck in a corner there. So, there's a few systems that I have yet to explain, but I will explain those when I get back in town. For now, it's just the fight. And I will show you that as much as possible. Like I said, I took the cunning class, and I actually don't recommend this currently because you spend a lot of time kiting, as you don't seem to have as much HP as the other classes. And I'm so used to playing like Diablo 2 that I focus almost entirely on stats other than vitality, because you can just socket vitality into items in the game. So, oh, there we go. Also apologize for the police siren in the background, but okay, I'm just gonna pay my way to victory here. which you can unfortunately do. So a lot of kiting, it is an action RPG, so the attacks are avoidable. I really hate it when a game like this makes the attacks seem avoidable, but they'll like home in on you at the last second. So I do appreciate that part of the game quite a bit. So these basically act as health containers for the boss, and I haven't been taking advantage of that properly. But with friends, if when the Kickstarter succeeds for this and it's a bit more developed, I can see this being a hell of a lot of fun, and I do recommend going to check it out. If it's your type of thing, maybe sponsor the Kickstarter. If it isn't, well, just go and play it for a bit, see if you like it. And there we go, I've beaten it. He dropped a conscript helmet, which kind of sucks. As far as I followed, because I don't really keep track of story very often, the story in this area was that a group of wolves, a group of demons killed a wolf deity and then took control of the wolves in this area. And we were trying to cleanse the whole area so the wolves would stop attacking humans. Anyways, going back to town now. So in every area you have this kind of central hub, and here you can get missions, sell your items, buy new items, buy pets even. So as you can see, I leveled up there, so I can show you a level up too. When I level up, I get to choose between prowess, fortitude, and cunning, and I think I might choose fortitude here because I seem to be a bit fragile, and then it allots the points for you. This is a style that Diablo 3 also took, and I'd rather do the points myself, but you know, it's good to simplify it for people. So as you can tell, there's a lot of shops here, a lot of different things you can do. This is your ability shop, and you can buy abilities in any tree, which I think is really cool because, you know, you can start out as cunning, but if you don't like cunning, you can start buying into fortitude or into prowess, and it doesn't really cost you anything. You can also buy weapon mastery and armor mastery, so that will increase the effectiveness of your weapons and armor. I'll just get out of here. This is a pet shop, and you can buy pets, but their duration. So 30 minutes, and they're not that expensive. As you can see, I made like 500, 800 gold there, or karma, and they only cost like 500 for a 30-minute duration. Some of them have require levels. These all look like foxes, kitsune, I don't know. The other thing they have is just a regular shop, and you can pick up every item and then just sell it. That is a valid way of getting karma, so I'm going to do that right now and just sell all my stuff. I know some of it's probably better, but I just want to demonstrate that there are plenty of ways of getting karma, and the amounts they require you to get are nowhere near unreasonable. So this is a pay-to-win game. You can pay to win, but you don't have to, and you really don't want to, because it would make the game a bit cheap. Anyways. I'd mention it's like $5 for 12,000. So in the first area, right here, there are missions. And all the missions have a different rating and a different kind of danger quota. So, as you can see, the threat level is actually different for all the missions. No threat, because I just beat it. Medium threat. It also has high threat if you unlock it. But your reward is based on the threat level, which is really cool. So you can't just farm the same mission over and over again. You kind of have to change up and change around. And if I go back one more time, you can see I can actually pay to unlock the next area. So I only have 3 missions in this area. And then I have to farm for 3,200 karma points to unlock the next area. Anyways, pretty cool game, pretty cool systems. It's definitely a solid action RPG. It's just free to play, so I thought I'd give it a shout out, show you guys that it exists, and show you guys a bit of the combat. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I think I won't call it Awesome Indie, actually. Maybe I'll just do a preview. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.